Okay, welcome back to the today's class. Today we will be seeing about construction when working principle of moving iron instrument. Okay, moving iron instrument is basically an AC measuring instrument. Okay, moving iron instruments can be used to measure used to measure current and voltage. Both ammeters and voltmeters are present in moving iron instrument. Okay, you can measure DC voltage using moving iron instrument, but the readings which you obtained will be incorrect. Okay, in permanent magnet moving coil instrument, which is specifically used only to measure DC, you cannot measure AC in permanent magnet moving coil instrument. But in case of moving iron instrument, this instrument can be used for measuring both the systems, but it will measure the AC in an accurate way. Okay, it will be perfect. In case if you connect the instrument to the DC supply, it will give you a reading, but that reading will not be correct. Okay, it will be wrong, but it will show you some readings. Okay, so this is the basic difference between permanent magnet moving coil instrument, which is start in the last class, and this is the moving iron instrument, which is used only for measuring AC voltages and current with the greater accuracy. Okay. In moving iron instruments, there are two types. Okay, one is moving iron attraction type instrument, and another one is moving iron repulsion type instruments. Okay, we are going to see about two types of instrument. One is attraction type, and other one is repulsion type. First, we will be seeing about the moving iron attraction type instruments. Okay, this is the basic construction and diagram for moving iron attraction type instruments. Okay, here you can see this is the frame. Okay, this is the frame, outer frame. Okay, and in the outer frame you can see this is the path where the coils are wound. You can see this is the coil path. Okay, here the coils will be wounded. Okay, next in the center you will see a shaft with the bearing. Okay, as in the permanent magnet moving coil instrument, here will be a shaft and here will be bearings also. Okay, here this is the pointer and this one is the scale, and here you can see the control weight is present. Okay, the torque is being stopped with the help of a control weight, because if the pointer is very long, it will give you some inertia in the downwards direction. To make the pointer in a balanced state, you will be having weights, okay, at the end of the pointers as well as the shaft. Okay, here next you can see this is the air damping chamber. Okay, here is the air damping chamber. This air damping chamber will be similar as an medical injection. You can see, you will be seeing a medical injection. Here there will be a piston. Okay, inside the cylinder there will be a piston. You cannot move the piston at a very faster rate. You can move the piston, but it will move very slowly and it will reach the end position, and while getting back to the start position, it will move very slowly. You cannot quickly accelerate the piston from one end to the another end. So this is known as a damping, and this damping is provided by air friction damping, and this air friction damping is provided with the help of a piston arrangement which is present inside the moving iron attraction type instrument. Okay, this pointer, the shaft, the control spring, the control weight, and the piston arrangement, everything will be connected in a single shaft. Okay, here is the shaft. In this shaft you will be having the pointer, the control springs, the air damping chamber, everything will be present in the single shaft. Okay, next, the primary element which helps us to measure is the moving iron. You can see a disc over here. You can see a disc over here. Okay, you can see a disc over here. Okay, this disc is the primary element which is used to move the equipment, that is it is which is used to move the pointer. Okay, this is known as the moving iron. Okay, from this it is known as moving iron attraction type instrument. Okay, now this is the basic construction of the instrument. Now let us see the operating principle of the instrument. Okay, here if you supply the current or voltage being measured, the alternating magnetic field will be produced in between the coils. Okay, this alternating magnetic field will be like this. Okay, it will be like a sine wave. So this sine wave, which is being introduced or being supplied in, will produce an alternating magnetic field, and this alternating magnetic field will have a tendency to create an flux. Okay, the magnetic flux, alternating magnetic flux, will be flowing from one end of the coil to the other end of the coil. Okay, this magnetic flux and this moving iron is going to interact with each other. What happens when these two things interact? You can see this is a one pole and this one is another one pole. Okay, since it is alternating current is applied, the poles will be changing. Okay, in the first time it will be north pole and this will be in the south pole for the positive half cycle. For the negative half cycle, what happens, this pole will become the north pole and this pole will become the south pole. So this magnetic field produced inside these poles will be alternating because of the shift in pole from one to another. Okay, now let us see what is happening. Okay, see, these are the poles. Okay, these are the pole. This is the pole 1 and this is the another pole 2. You will be having the magnetic field lines in between the two poles. Okay, now consider the magnetic flux is present here. Okay, this is the alternating magnetic flux. Okay, next you consider the moving iron. Okay, this is the moving iron. Okay, this circular disc and this is the shaft. Okay, now what happens here is this moving iron has a tendency to rotate or deflect, or it will move to a position where there is a minimum reluctance. Okay, the reluctance term represent the minimum opposition caused by the magnetic field. So you know that the magnetic field is present here. This disc will move to a position or rotate the shaft to a position where there is minimum reluctance is present. So by this principle, by turning this disc to the minimum reluctance position, the pointer is going to give you a reading. Okay, this moving iron is attached to the shaft and the pointer. So once this moving iron rotates, the shaft, the pointer, the air friction chamber, everything is going to rotate within it. So the least reluctance path gives you the accurate reading of current or voltage being measured by the instrument. So this is the operating principle and working principle of a moving iron instrument. Okay, this is the disc, this is the pointer and the scale arrangement, and this is the air damping chamber, and this is the coil. Once you provide the supply to the coil, that is the voltage or current to be measured, this disc, moving iron disc, is going to move to a position or rotate to a position where there is a minimum reluctance. The reluctance means the minimum amount of flux, where the minimum amount of flux is present. There is where is the minimum opposition of flux is present. Okay, so this moving disc, iron disc, will move to the position where there is minimum reluctance is present. So once it is rotated, the pointer, the air friction damper, everything will be rotated within the disc, and the shaft also rotate. So this pointer will show you a reading corresponding to the current which is flowing in the coils, or voltage being measured in the coils. Okay, this is the basic principle of moving iron attraction type instruments. Okay, next we can see the torques available. Okay, there are three torques in present in the moving iron instruments. One is the deflection torque. Okay, the deflection torque is produced by the amount of current or voltage being measured. So the deflection torque provides you the measurement current or measured voltage being measured. Next, the controlling torque produced by the Vosper bronze springs. Okay, the springs will produce you the controlling torque as well as the controlling weights. Okay, these weights as well as the controlling springs will produce you the controlling torque. Next, the damping torque is produced by the air friction. Okay, there is an air friction chamber will gives you the damping torque. Okay, the torque equation of moving an instrument is the deflection torque will be equivalent to the current square. The total amount of current flowing in the coil, that is the square of current flowing in the coil, will be equivalent to the amount of deflection made by the pointer. Okay, and I is the current flowing in the instrument, and TD is the deflection torque in Newton meter. For current, it is ampere. Now, let us move to the moving iron repulsion type instrument. Okay, this is the moving iron repulsion type instruments. Okay, here you can see the circular disc. Okay, this is the circular disc, and in this circular disc, the coil is wound like this. Okay, the coil will be wound in the circular disc like this. Okay, can you understand? Like this, the coil will be wound and the coil will be taken out, and the AC supply, which is to be measured, or AC current to be measured, is given in this coil. Okay. Next, we will move to the next. Okay. Here you can see the shaft. Okay, this is the shaft, and this is the spring arrangement, and this is the pointer. Okay, and here is the two vanes. Okay, the repulsion type instruments work with the principle with the help of vanes. Okay, there are two vanes. One is the fixed vane, and another one is the moving vane. Here you can see the fixed vane here, the north pole and the south pole of the fixed vane, and this one which is attached to the pointer, this one is the moving vane. Okay, this is the basic construction of moving iron repulsion type instruments. Okay, on seeing the operation, the supply, that is the coil which is wound in the frame, is being energized with the help of the supply or the measuring voltage or measuring current present in the system. Okay, this will produce an alternating magnetic field in between the two vanes. Okay, this is the fixed vane and this is the moving vane. An alternating magnetic flux is going to be produced here. Okay, so in this case, we are using a vane, the magnetic vane. What happens here is the upper end of the vane will become the north pole and the bottom end will become the south pole. Okay, so you know both the poles, that is the like poles, will repel each other. So in the force which is being used to turn the pointer to the current direction is being derived from the repulsion of the two like poles. So we have the name repulsion type instruments. Okay, so here you supply the voltage or current being measured, the coil or the vane will become an electromagnet, and this electromagnet has a magnetic flux, and this magnetic flux will helps to repel this fixed vane, north pole and south pole. So on repulsion, the torque is being produced, and this repulsion torque is being helps to turn the shaft from one end to the another end. You can see there are two controlling spring, one is at the above and there is another one controlling spring at the bottom. Similarly, there will be a bearing at the top and as well as at the bottom. Okay, so the repulsion created by the vanes helps to turn the pointer, and the pointer will be present in the graduated scale. So the amount of current or voltage being supplied, which is being used to measure, is being indicated by the scale with the help of repulsion created by the vanes, and this repulsion produced will be approximately equivalent to the current flowing in the circular coil. Okay, so if you provide the amount of current and this repulsion will be equal, and so the pointer will be moving in the scale and show you the reading of the value. Next, the torques available in moving iron repulsion type instruments are the deflection torque, which is produced by the current or voltage being measured, the controlling torque produced by the Vosper bronze spring, and the damping torque is produced by the air friction. Okay, here, while movement of the vane, the air is present. So the air friction is helps us to provide the damping torque in the repulsion type instrument. So the torque equation remains the same. The deflection torque is produced by the amount of current, that is the square of amount of current being measured. So TD is the deflection torque and I is the current flowing in the instrument which is being used to measure. Okay. This is rated in amperes. Okay, today we have seen the two types of instruments which are being used to measure the alternating currents and voltages. One is attraction type instrument and another one is the repulsion type instruments. Thank you.